Welcome back. I recently had the opportunity to speak with authors of this fun book called The Meanest of Meanies, a book about love. Really fun conversation about this beautiful, enjoyable book. Let's take a look.
Today I'm talking with the stars of #IMomSoHard. Kristin Hensley and Jed Smedley are joining me today to talk about their brand new children's book, The Meanest of Meanies. Thank you so much, Jen and Kristin, for being here.
Thanks for having us. We're excited to be here.
Well, excited to talk with you. Kristin, let's start with you. Tell me more about this fabulous book.
Well, we were so excited to have the opportunity to write a children's book because we wanted to do a couple things. We wanted to write from the perspective of the kid who thinks everything a mom is doing is mean or unfun or not cool.
We get it. Sometimes it is.
We get it. Most of the time it is. But then we wanted to write from the perspective of the mom that all of these things that she's doing, as it goes through the book, you understand that these are all acts of love. So it's not mean for a mom to ask you to eat your vegetables. It's an act of love. So at the end, we wanted the kid and the mom to have this experience together where they're both giggling and they both get each other's perspective, but mom is feeling very understood.
And Jen, what has this experience been like, writing this book, working with the illustrator, and now finally seeing it?
It's surreal. And I'm going to tell you, one of the most surprising things about the process is that rhyming is really hard.
It's the hardest thing
we
you'll
had
ever
no
do.
idea that we understand why Dr. Seuss made up words.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot harder than to try and tell a story and get it to rhyme. But it was also really fun. Kristin and I had so much fun.
Yes.
Trying to translate these ideas into a rhyme. And then we had this wonderful fortune of being able to work with Paul Briggs, who's an amazing animator, illustrator, and he brought our vision to life, which sounds like a really cheesy thing to say, but we really had this picture in our head. We want the mom and the child to be sort of universal, so anybody can say, that's me, yeah. I'm that mom, I'm that kid, and I get that story. That's what my life is like too. And he did such a good job of that.
Such a good job.
Oh, it is. I'm looking at it right now, and it's just so colorful. The pictures are so engaging, and your words are really, really fun and just really well done. And I'm curious, Kristin, tell me more about the origination of iMomSoHard.
Well, Jed and I have been friends forever. We're both from Nebraska, but we didn't know each other in Nebraska, which is crazy. And then we met in Los Angeles, and we just became fast friends. And it's that fun friendship that like women share all the time, where they give each other a hard time, you know, like you tease each other and you laugh, and it makes life feel so much easier, especially as a mom, because you need that friend that you can tell them your deepest, darkest, and they go, oh, me too, girl. Let me make you feel better. And you laugh about it. So Jen and I were wanting to do something together. We've been working in comedy, and we were like, we've got kids, so now we can't go out past 9 p.m. So let's do something on our own terms. And we wanted to create a video or something that just spoke to moms in a way that we felt like was really missing. And when you get, you know, we went to social media when we had babies, and it was all, hey, do this thing better, or here's this thing that's really scary. And we were like, there's a whole world of just day to day that needs to be explored. And we feel like if we're laughing at this thing, maybe other moms would too. Yeah. So that's how we did our first video. Jen forgot her daughter's name. And
as a good friend does, she laughed at me until she peed her pants.
I did.
We were like, okay.
I have a weak pelvic floor. And then it just became this thing, and it was really awesome.
It is really fun to hear how it's evolved. And Jen, you both are very busy moms. You have a podcast, a viral web series. Tell me more about all the different things that you're working on right now.
Well, all moms are busy.
Yep.
We're all working all the time, like 24 hours a day, basically, and sleeping like with one eye open for our kids.
Yeah.
But we do have a podcast. We started off on social media. We're on Instagram and Facebook, on YouTube with all of the videos. We try to get some lives in there. This last year has been sort of a challenge, being able to get together and do stuff. But we have a book for moms right here. We have
a book for your kids.
A book for your kids. And then what else do we have that we should
I'm dugout mom for my kids' softball team. I feel that's a challenge.
I'm on
Just
the
keeping
PTA, so-
everybody organized in their batting order is my biggest challenge right now. So,
And we will be on tour again as soon as it is humanly possible. We know that
Yes.
moms deserve a night out. They need a break. They need to have a good time. So we are preparing a really ruckus party night to
for
laugh
our
and go out
third
with your
national
girls.
tour, and we
Yeah.
cannot wait because we need it just as much as anybody else.
So much.
Well, and Kristin, the I Mom So Hard is incredibly successful because of your vulnerability and your honesty about motherhood and so much more. But is it ever a struggle to decide what to post and what to
Of
bring
course.
out to the world? How do you balance that?
You know, I think you have to trust your gut and figure out like what, especially those things that make you feel the most vulnerable. Like it's not easy to be like, hey, I lost my mind at a birthday party and yelled at my kid while he was in the pool in front of everybody. I'm gonna post about that. There's definitely a push pull with that. Now the ones about, you know, their rooms being messy or their hair being messy, that feels a little different, but those vulnerable ones are tough, and you just have to make sure that it's going to serve the point that you want to serve. And you just don't know. Sometimes you just don't know if it's going to resonate, but generally if it terrifies me, it resonates.
Yeah. Anytime you're like, we can't
We can't
possibly do a
possibly
video
do
about
this.
this. We do it, and then you get
Yeah. It's a
100
fine
million
line.
views.
And as the kids get older, it's even harder because there's things they do that are not awesome, and they're kind of like smart at that point. So you're like, well, now I'm just terrible at this mother game.
They can slice and dice at the same time emotionally. It's
Yeah.
impressive.
So it's a whole different game. Every day is a learning curve.
It is a balancing act, a struggle, but I appreciate your perspective on it. Jen, The Meanest of Meanies, you can get wherever books are sold, right?
Yes, you can go to your local small bookstore in your neighborhood, but it's also available at all the big guys too. So, and you can order it online.
And where can we get more information and follow the two of you?
You can always go to our website, imomsohard.com, but you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Facebook is where our community, you see a lot of the comments, but Instagram's really fun too. And we're not on
YouTube and podcasts.
Yeah, we're not on TikTok, but we look at it a lot.
We want to, yeah. We don't move that fast.
We can't learn one more thing.
Well, looking forward to that when it does, if it happens. Thank you so much, Kristin Hensley and Jen Smedley, for joining us today on Parkside Television. The Meanest of Meanies is such a fun, relatable book, and you can get it wherever books are sold. And once again, we appreciate both of you being here with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.